Agreed. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Medic reporting.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir? Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. Very well. Reporting at once. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir? At once. Affirmative. Reporting. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. At once. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Acknowledged. Agreed. Of course. At once. At once. Awaiting orders. At once. Very well. Yes, sir? Very well. Yes, sir? Reporting at once. Very well. Reporting. Yes, sir? Agreed. Of course. Affirmative. Very well. Of course. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Waiting order.
Unit lost.
Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Affirmative. At once. At once. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Awaiting order. At once. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir? At once. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Ready and waiting. Very well. Ready and waiting. Very well. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Agreed. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. 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 Very well. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. 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 Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Reporting. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. At once. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Acknowledged.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Reporting.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. At once. Affirmative. 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 Of course. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. Very well. Acknowledged. At once. Agreed. Yes, sir? Very well. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Yes, sir? Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir? Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. At once. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Very well. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Agreed. At once. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Agreed. Very well.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Awaiting order. Affirmative. At once.
For centuries we have waited to emerge from the shadows, and now we will make ourselves known.
Soon we will stand. Soon we will stand.
Acknowledge.
Soon we will stand invincible.
Yes, sir.
Soon we will stand.
Affirmative.
Soon we will stand.
Yes, sir.
Soon we will stand invincible.
Agreed.
Medic reporting.
If you fail,
Affirmative.
do not return.
No prisoners.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Survivors.
If
Affirmative.
you fail,
Yes, sir.
do not
Affirmative. At
return.
once.
I am the future.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. At once. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Agreed.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. At once. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir? At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir? At once. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir? At once. Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir? Agreed. Agreed. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Very well. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Agreed. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir? Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
At once. Reporting at once. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Agreed. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Very well. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Very well. Yes, sir? At once. Affirmative. 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 Very well. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir? At once. At once. At once. Of course. Of course. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir? Of course. At once. Yes, sir? Acknowledged. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Agreed. Very well. At once. Yes, sir? At once. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting at once. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Ready and wait. Agreed. At once.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Of course. At once. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
At once. Yes, sir? Agreed. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir? At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Agreed. Acknowledged. At once. Yes, sir? Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting at once. Affirmative. At once. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Reporting at once. Reporting. Of course.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. At once. Very well. Yes, sir? Acknowledged. Yes, sir? Awaiting orders. At once. Yes, sir? Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Ready and wait. Very well.
Medic reporting out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Agreed.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir? Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir? At once. Agreed. Awaiting orders. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. At once. At once. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. At once. Affirmative. At once. Of course. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. At once. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Very well. Ready and waiting. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Very well. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Of course.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out.
Reporting very well. Very well. At once. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Acknowledged. At once. Very well. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. At once. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Very well. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Very well.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. Yes, Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. At once. Of course. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Reporting affirmative. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. At once. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.